Yo, what is up, guys? What is up? Give me a second here. Match is starting up in a couple of minutes here. Map pick phase is up. Redline to pick map, also with first ban. I believe they're the lower seeded team, I think is how it works. And Redline choose to take us to Lijiang. Get chat open for this one. The text is just not the right size. It's fine. Who really cares? The bans are also not correct. I'm gonna update them when they happen. Okay, it's gonna be Redline with the first ban, and they are banning 10 seconds. Yeah, they're banning Tracer. Very, some would say, obvious ban. Considering who is playing on the side of STD. Response ban, waiting for lineups to finalize. I don't know why the stream seems to be dying, but... Oh, I do know why the stream seems to be dying. Hold on. Oopsies. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Thank you, YouTube Live Control Panel, for letting me know that I'm an idiot and did not have a bandwidth allocated to the broadcast. So shout out YouTube Studio Live Control Panel. Still waiting on lineup being finalized. And I think I'm alone today, so I have no one to riff off of. So I guess I'll just talk about what I think we're gonna see. Oh, wait, nope, sorry band. Okay. Sorry band from STD. Oh, Bullskunk is on this one. Oh, that's nice. So I get 0 viewership. Awesome. Yeah, well.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
Okay.
Initiating match.
Yeah. With Tracer ban in effect, can't say I know the team on the the team they're fucking flipped. Okay. That's the one and only time I'm gonna fix them. So yeah. Okay. Okay, this is really interesting. Don't know Redline that much, so can't really speak to much of what they play. Presumably they enjoy Zarya, and that's why it's been banned. However, we just saw Unknown on the Echo there, and I've said this before, I don't think Unknown is known for being the Echo guy, but who knows? He has played it and found success before, but we will have to see if he's going to stick that Echo. He is going to stick that Echo. Okay. Azo's starting out on his Diva. Kappa on the other side on that Hazard. Diva a little bit more powerful in current day, I would say. Billy's gonna find himself caught, however, by the Hazard, so maybe Hazard is the stronger hero, who knows. Yeah, Billy gonna be found out of position there, gonna go down early, and that's gonna give a very quick first fight over to Redline. Unknown on the side angle with Rank, looking for a little bit of damage. Just poking out the Haz. Dropping a bit low, needs Rank to come over and help. Azo walking back in on main. Billy caught again on the walk though. And Zach is also gonna get caught, unfortunately, there. Due to the TPN. That was a nice Haz wall from Kappa there, which stopped anything from happening on the side of STD. Really gets that pick onto Billy early, also locks Zach out, forces him to TP in, kind of gives him no option there, but also no way to live. Still taking the same taunt though. Hopefully not gonna walk into that room again and just get walled, but we'll see. Currently just waiting to heal people up, and Billy's caught early again! Billy just getting consistently just caught out early in these engages, and it's really just putting a hindrance on FD's ability to do anything. Rank goes in trying to find a boot so he can get some kind of opening, but he's going to find himself caught and subsequently staggered. Also on line for Redline, but STD really lacking behind. Only Kitsu to match so far. Haz is going to come out with the Haz range first. Natsu going to pop that protocol as well, look for something. Doesn't find any kills though. Kobe's gonna come out from Unknown onto the Hazard. Manages to find the kill onto the Kiri. The Hazard locked in here with that Copy and Azo just fully blocking him and not gonna be able to get out. And the STD are finally gonna find some momentum in this series. A 1-for-2 trade, a good fight for STD there. Really kind of staying quite conservative, you know. Managing to actually gain back a little bit of ult, which is going to give them a bit of space, since they only had to commit the Copy into that fight and came out on top. They have the ults to trade back here. Eyes on Billy's protocol as they start up. Kitsus are matched at the same time. Billy looking desperately for something, getting dangerously low from the backline of Redline, but they're not going to fall. No angle for Billy to find the picks on this occasion. Just looks to get a little bit of that damage in, tries to find something. Can't find much though. Deep push out from the side of Redline. Frank beat in response a second later, giving them the better beat. Not much really happens in the chaos, so never mind Noxie's gonna fall. Barrage comes out. Not gonna find anything though, and it's gonna be another fight to Sheffield, I think. I feel like I just missed all the action, my bad. It's very hard to solo cast, man. How do people do this? I am not good enough for this. Sorry, I'm trying my best here, guys. I'm trying my best. Okay, Kappa's gonna manage to walk himself into Dojo there, and Billy's gonna be found on the walk again! Or well, on the other team's walk this time, but Azo's gonna bomb, not gonna get back in mech though, because he chooses to bomb up. Reckon if he had the bomb to hide behind, he might have gotten that off, but unfortunately he's gonna fall there, and it's gonna be a really difficult touch for STD. Closest ult being that copy, but 15% away, Unknown might not actually find it, and 2 ults to rip straight out as they walk, trying to get this point touch. However, they are gonna let it happen. Frank's gonna find the touch with Billy. Billy over to this Reaper now, desperately looking for something, but Crank and Billy are falling instantly. The Kitsu and the Protocol are out now from Redline too. The copy came out, but absolutely no value from Unknown, instantly shut down by the Protocol. And it's desperation for touches here. Only Azo alive. And a beat as well is going to completely secure this. It's just staggered touches really. There's no way STD can possibly find their way back into this game as they struggle to find another touch. And that first run is going to go to Redline at 100 to 99.
0 to 1.
Oh my god. Okay, YouTube Studio Control Panel said we dropped 5,000 frames so far. However, I think I've solved the issue, so we might be okay. So apologies for the 5,000 dropped frames so far. Hopefully that doesn't happen anymore. My fault. We dropped 14% of frame. Jesus. Okay. It'll be fine. Okay. Anyway.
5, 4, 3.
Okay, TP out respawn again from both sides. It looks like we're gonna see those same pumps coming out once again. Unknown back over to that Echo. Fake Jake back over to that Pharah. Billy not sticking the Reaper, going back to the Emery because hit scan is definitely needed and Reaper is definitely not. They're just poking so far. STD does have back point side. They have that little angle. However, that does give an opening for Fake Jake to get a lot of spam damage as they're crammed into this back side of the point. Not going to be able to get the flip though, because Redline are going to contest from that front side, start to walk in, and STD are just getting shoved back even further. Billy is off the map! A perfect concussion onto Billy. Billy just getting traded early every single time. He's always falling first. He's really going to need to stop that from happening if STD want to have a chance of winning this series. Staying up here, knocks it on that side angle, gonna pick Unknown almost, but the stickies are good and he just whiffs the last shot and it's gonna give a huge opening for STD now. Maybe a bit of an egregious push for Noxu, but if he's able to get that kill and get out, he would be perfectly set up to get a nice extra bit of percentage, but unfortunately just not able to. Billy looking for something now, just trying to mark out that Pharah. Azo on that front line, marking out the hazard, force the Suzu. TP out as well. Azo looking for this chase here. The hash dropping dangerously low. Kappa trying his best to get out, manages to get out, and the Kitsu is there from Monk. And that is going to fall 20% behind. A really fast Kitsu build from Monk there. Unfortunately, is going to cost STD another fight loss. This is going quite the same way as the first round. STD, you're going to need to find some kind of way out again with these ult trades. Because at the minute it's not looking good for them. Has ranged out into spawn. Doesn't look like anyone can punish though. Noxu's going to fall from Billy as well. Not going to have that protocol there. Grank beats out. Beat is not used in response from Elko, chooses to hold it instead for the next fight. With that beat advantage, they only need one more fight, and they have 3 ults to do it. STD, of course, have 4 ults in response, however, no beat available. Can mean a lot more sustain potentially on the side of Redline, however, they do have that Kitsu. So basically, STD are gonna need to try and drag this fight out. Try and take like a longer angle, not let them get on top of them with that beat. The beat comes out early and they're not really on top of them. I don't think anything is going to come out of this. The barrage goes down, it manages to helped confirm the trade on. Never mind, okay, it works out for them somehow. The beat lets them get the space. It didn't really look like they were on top of them. It looked like they kind of managed to kite out, but I guess the barrage just dropped Billy so low and they're not able to find a way out there. And yeah, that's gonna be first map over to Redline. Very interesting. Update the score. I'm not flipping the names again if they flip at all. I'm just gonna put the text back up because I cannot be bothered to keep changing things. I'll do it in map 1 if I'm wrong, and then I'll never do it after that, and I'll just put the text up saying they're flipped. Because I can't be bothered to change the names and the score every time, but if it's map 1 I only need to change the names. Okay, anyway, game. What can be said about that? Well, Billy obviously finds himself traded in a lot of those early engages, so really kind of looking to the supports to try and carry him through that. Because he's just kind of falling a lot of the time. Obviously, not much the supports could have done for him when he gets booped off that map by the Pharah on second point there. I mean, I really just think, yeah, they have the backside of point there, but against the Pharah comp, Unknown's not really marking out that Pharah much. And you're just kind of giving them the space to kind of just close in on you like that. You don't really have anywhere to go. Like, that Pharah is just able to spam damage in that tiny area that your whole team is just forced into, and it's I don't think it's a good place to play if you're STD. And clearly that's exactly what we saw there. I also think re-engaging into those Pharah comps can be quite difficult sometimes. I skipped all the bans because I was talking. It's a Reaper ban.
Welcome to Atlas.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know who banned what, but I'm gonna go under the. I'm gonna assume that it was a Zarya ban, or not Zarya ban, sorry. It was a Reaper ban from Redline, and first, okay, oh my god. I'm gonna assume it was the Lucia ban from STD first, and then Reaper ban in response from Redline, is my guess. Well, I didn't look, because I was too busy talking.
Ready for battle.
So we're just gonna assume the names are flipped, so the text is going on screen. Very nice. Yeah, I honestly... It could totally be the other way around. I have no clue. Because I don't know this other team well enough to know if they want to play Lucio or not. I just assume that...
4, 3,
No, I really don't know.
1.
Either way, we're going to see an Alari Juno mirror from both sides. Both sides also going Malga. Never mind, Greg's over to break. But both sides mirroring Malga.
Watch each other's backs out there.
Which is not something you see every day, but not the craziest thing. We have seen this solution from STD quite a few times. They found quite a lot of success on these comps, including into Malga teams like Lucky Charm. Either goes for that first pin first, drops low, but is gonna fall, but eventually will. Kappa jumping dangerously low well, probably gonna get traded as well. If both Magas are down, it's just gonna be the DPS and supports fighting it out. Billy has a nice high ground position at this point there. Grank holding it down, nice whip shot to face Jinx and take him out. Billy dropping dangerously low, needs a lot of help. He's getting the pocket from Zac though, and he's going to live through that. Azo's back. Kappa back as well, but STD have a little bit more space and that point control. Not looking to hold too far up though. Azo's going to drop back, just playing the safe high ground position. Doesn't want to go too deep on them, even though they do actually have the better comp going on. Mountbaggers pin into each other. Azo dropping dangerously low, has to drop back, but it just isn't getting enough hair through that, and he isn't able to drop in time to live. And that's going to be an instant fight win over to Redline. These comps very simply are, if your Mega dies first, you probably lose the fight.
Think I'd ever let you down?
Except in that first fight. Basically, if your Mega dies, you're really looking to trade the enemy Mega pretty much instantly. If the enemy Mega lives after your Mega falls, there's basically no hope in a Mega match. would be my incredibly low-level analysis, because I don't know enough about Mauga meta, because I have never been very big on the Mauga Nox. Okay, Rally's gonna come out from Grank there, looking straight up to Nox, who's gonna instantly just walk him and find a kill, but the Sun is out from Monk, and it finds two, finding a third kill onto Grank as well there. A nice Sun in response from Monk. My internet is dying once again. Are we dropping frames? Doesn't look like it. Okay, just a game. A nice shot onto Unknown. Gonna give him a 4K, or that was 5. I didn't see. I wasn't looking. I was looking at dropped frames. By the way, really hard touch for STD here. Not sure if they're gonna get. Okay, they are gonna get it. Azo's under. Still has his overrun available. Can't get pinned on, but the cage is gonna come out. Razor out to. Zach drops incredibly low, and it's gonna be the first to fall. Azo pinning back, trying to live. OC comes out as well. It's not looking winnable. He has the cage available, but there's no one on this team alive. There's no reason to use it, and he doesn't. Because he's not a bad player. Interestingly enough, guys, Azo isn't a bad player. Who would have seen this one coming? Not me. Just kidding. Anyway. Moving on to the second point. I do like this Anran angle that Redline have taken. Normally, I don't. However, I do think if you're gonna play this Anran hero, at least play it with a bird character. And it seems to be working for them. The double burn comp might be real. Azo, on that point, drops dangerously low. Gonna have to pin it out though and get the space. And Unknown's gonna be traded by the Anran! Like I was saying, this Anran hero, just, they're making it work in this style of comp. I mean, I really think if you're gonna make Anran work, it has to be in this style of comp. This is the only one that seems to make sense for me. Frank's gonna be caught by the Mauga there as well. Hitting onto the backline, looking for something more, just getting that burn on Azo, gonna force his cage, desperately trying to live, just using it as a shield for himself more than a cage. A lot of pin damage on the Kappa. A nice pin from Azo is going to make Kappa fall, but the Sun is out. It hits people. Monk's dropping dangerously low, though. I don't know if there's going to be any implosions off this Sun. Azo pins back in and lets himself implode, but he's got so much HP that it's just not going to do anything. No trade is going to be found. But they still are looking to fight this. I don't think this is good. Big Jake's going to fall late, and that's just going to be a huge stagger. Noxu manages to find his way out with a slide. Does get dinked on his way out, but manages to live. Eyes are on Fake Jake. Surprised he didn't res there, honestly. Lets himself get staggered. But Noxu finds the kill onto Billy very early in the fight. Gonna give them a lot of space to walk up here. Desperately looking for something. Misses the shot onto Grank. Grank's barely gonna slip out. Never mind, he's caught. Not quite cute enough. Monk's also gonna be found by Unknown, though. Billy's gonna catch Fake Jake. I'm missing all the action once again. Hits you from the on point from Zach. It's gonna be another cat over to STD, gonna force Redline back, but they have more ults coming online now. 3 ults available for Redline, with none on the side of STD yet. Grank about to get that Ray, but so is Elku. It's gonna be really hard for STD to try and win this fight. They need to bait something early, they need to play up.
This ends now.
That's gonna be the OC out. We're gonna need to kite if you're STD here. Slide in, desperately looking for it. But isn't going to find anything. The kite is good. They have the flip. Which means they do get something out of it. The rail goes wide again. The final rail of the shot. Ray comes out. Elku gets his Ray as well, but he's not going to use it. They're winning the fight without it. So many ults to invest. They're just not going to need to match that Ray. However, STD? Billy and Unknown trying their best to clutch up here. Find something, but they choose to back off. Managed to find a couple trades, gonna weaken them. I think STD are back faster, but it's gonna be close. Protocol cage for STD in this fight, only the Ray, but close to that Sun actually, for Redline. Ults are all coming out, only one that hasn't come out is Sun so far. Azer's gonna be found on a point though, his cage is gone, and the rail is nice from Noxu. Just completely cleaning up this fight. Sun is not needed. A 1-for-2 ult trade, a nice conservative ult trade for Redline. Really needs some better ults out of STD if they're looking to win this game. You cannot be losing fights while committing more ults. That's just not the way the game works, unfortunately. Billy swaps over to the Sojourn now. Sojourn much better into these Mega comps. Typically, she's being able to farm the rail off the big man. A nice disruptor shot, gonna find Billy. Grant goes in dangerously low. Monk's gonna be able to catch that using the sun. Don't know if he actually shot the sun at anybody or if he just shot it away so he could get the kill onto Grant. Either way, 1-0 invested, and a nice fight win from Redline. Arguably, potentially didn't actually need that sun in the end. Monk on the side angle. A little flank. Kappa forced back early though. Oh my god! I cut away just as it happened, but a nice flank shot from Monk onto Unknown is gonna give his team an opening to try and get these staggers. STD desperately going back. Billy's gonna find himself caught, but Fake Jake falls as well. Kappa, they've gone too far! The Kitsu from Zac is gonna massively help STD and be able to punish that push. I lost my words, I didn't know what to say for a second there. And a nice... he walks into a wall! He walks into a wall and Azo finds a nice slam getting Noxu. But he's gonna catch that wave. Never, but Monk hasn't. Unknown's found Monk, and Monk is gonna be staggered now. Kappa pushed a bit off, he's gonna have to go out. Big Jake also a bit far up, but man is fine. No one's playing on that right side, he's safe. 3 ults available for Redline. Almost 4. Almost 4 for STD as well. Looking like we're gonna have a big ult fight coming in a second. Unknown looks for that pulse, goes wide as expected. They always do, just kidding. Cages come out, Ray comes out. Nice pick from Azo though, on the back line. Kappa trying to play this point position, trying to live now. Isn't gonna find his way out though. It's just gonna be another fight to STD. However, only 1 ult invested from Redline there. 3 ults came out inside of STD. Looks like Redline actually happy to give up that point for the better ult trade. They have the ability to do that with being 2 points up. Azo's gonna find Elko. Elko. Looks to pin up deeper, looks for something, wants a bit more. He's a stompy guy, he wants another stomp. You can feel it. You can feel it in the... you can feel it in... well, I don't know how that song goes. I was gonna... never mind. Just shoot me. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna start with Noxu's OC for this fight. Looks desperately for something. Can't find much in the back lane. Suzu's nice, keeps that alive. Billy gonna... I was own OC, I missed the spectate thing. Billy finds a nice shot onto Monk that I completely missed. Sun is nice though, and it's gonna give a lot of kills. And sucks. The fight. I am talking way too fast. The fight goes over to Redline. I'm gonna try slow it down so I stop stumbling over my words. All ults invested from all sides. Next ult up is Zac's Kitsu. It was a heavy investment from Redline to win that fight. They might struggle here, but never mind. Azo is just gonna get absolutely burnt. Like I was saying earlier in this map, that Anran Mega duo just can pummel a lot of damage in if you're not careful. Like the Anran on the off angle there, well, Kappa's also burning him from the front. You're just getting that massively inflated burn damage. You have to be really careful if you're Azo there, because they do have that potential to just absolutely melt you in the choke like that. Azo, it's a pin on from Azo. Desperate for that cage. Manages to find that he's safe for now. Greg's gonna be found by Fake Jake though. Another nice pick from this Anran. But it's gonna go over to STD at 8-9. They cannot afford to lose another fight. Cages both come out from both sides. The Maugas are shooting each other because that's what Mauga does. Bailey's gonna slide in the cage, look for more damage, a nice shot onto Noxu, but Monk's gonna find Zac in the chaos. Azo falls first as well. And it's just looking like it's a desperate attempt to stay alive for Unknown. The one man left of STD. They're looking for him, they want him, they do not want to give this touch, they want to close this map here, and it looks like he's never making it there. And of course, to close the map of, he misses the pulse onto the tank. Map number 2 to Redline. Right, I actually never opened chat. Let me see what chat says. He is unknown for being the Echo guy. That's a good one from Ross. Okay, the stream seems to be fine according to chat, so we're just gonna trust that that is happening. Ugh. Okay, I'm actually gonna pay attention to the bans this time because that would be helpful. Okay, we're going Gibraltar.
I thought that was quite commendable.
Epic.
It's an interesting pick from Sheffield, but obviously want to try a different style. The Brawly style is not truly working for them. They've only seen this Hazard come out from Redline. Hazard not the greatest pick for Gibraltar. So they're maybe trying to force some of that Diva stuff, maybe some Winston potentially if they look for this Diva ban instead, but I reckon it's gonna be a Hazard ban. Gonna find out at some point in the next 30 seconds, and it's gonna be the Diva ban. I think they are forcing the monkey. Okay, that's the right one? Yeah. So Diva ban over from STD. I thought they might be forcing the monkey. I think they are. However, I don't think they're actually going to mirror the monkey. They're going to play Hazard. Unless this guy's a monkey guy. But I doubt it. I reckon it will be the Hazard once again. They wanted it before. It worked fine for them. It is interesting to ban the Diva if you're STD. Unless they know more than me. Which they probably do. Because I don't know anything about Redline. Maybe they're a Diva team. They just didn't play it on map 1. I don't know. We'll find out. Response ban, I can't see because for some reason it doesn't show me when the lineup is being finalized. So we're going to wait for that. It was a JPC ban in response. I don't know if I have the image for that. Let me join the lobby first while I look for it. I do. Okay, I have them all. If there was one I didn't have, it was JPC. But I do have it. We're fine. An interesting ban. Probably just not wanting to deal with that Korea stuff that we've seen. If anyone's watched Korea. My mind's blank. The Cat Bastion. That was it. My mind just completely blanked on what the hero's name was. But yeah, the Cat Bastion, yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that. Cat Bastion, very, very prominent comp we've seen in ranked in Korea. Probably just not wanting to deal with it. Gibraltar, a map where it's quite viable. I would definitely say 0.1 and 0.2, or 0.1 and 0.3. You know, definitely have those longer kind of flanky sides flying on the outside. Gives a lot more power to that comp. Probably just not wanting to be caught off by wacky stuff. Which, can you blame them for? Not really. I mean, they're Redline very happy likely to, you know, play this style. You know, they're very happy to play into anything that isn't wacky. They've just won the first 2 maps quite relatively, yeah, I wouldn't say super convincingly, but I wouldn't say it was super close either. They've had a decent lead on both maps. I'm running out of things to talk about. Can Unknown please join the lobby? I'm really struggling on what else to say. Okay, I guess I'm imagining probably Kiri Wuyang from STD. It'll be either Kiri Wuyang or Anna Wuyang, I reckon. I don't imagine that Grank is going to lean into the Brig on this map. I also don't imagine that we're going to see Lucio either, but maybe. If they're wanting to play that faster style, it kind of depends what they're looking for. But I don't know. Okay. Whoa. Is that real? Are we gonna see Mizuki and FACEIT League? Ain't no way. Nope, we're not. Okay. Awesome. It's gonna be over to the Alari from Monk because nothing ever happens. It is gonna be the Lucio pick from Grank. Oh, right, because they're doing, right, yeah. They're doing their Magus thing. They always do. I mean, maybe he goes back, Lucio. Maybe he sticks it. Oh no, he's over to the Wii Yang. Okay, but yeah, we are gonna see Azo on the Mauga. As he always is, STD love this TP strat. I mean, if anyone ever checks the replays, you can instantly see that's what they're gonna do, because they've done it every time they've ever picked Gibraltar, but they're gonna continue doing it. It's gonna be a nice pin, and they missed Stomp, unfortunately. It's gonna really shut this down, but Nox is gonna fall to Billy. Azo dropping dangerously far back. Monk's looking for something. Kappa dropping dangerously low up top. He's not gonna live. He is gonna live. He's not gonna live. Billy manages to find it because he misses one shot. Unknown getting this car under at the same time. Has to watch for the Torp turret though. The Torp turret is really impactful here. It's going to stop the Tracer from being able to push. Unfortunately, they didn't expect the Mauga, which is now just forcing the car. Dropping dangerously though. How needs to have Zach TP over to him though. What's Grank up to? Grank's on low ground as well. Looking for some top shots. Going to walk back up to help Billy on this top angle here. Billy looking to find something, gets the pylon down early, which is nice. LP drops dangerously low, gives them an opening. Unknown potentially want to go deep first. Looking for nice shots. Kappa dropping onto Billy, gonna be kept alive. Kappa dropping really low though, has to go back. Could get punished here, could go down. But Unknown gonna fall to a Torb turret, because the Torb pick is actually really good here. I genuinely think this is a good pick. I mean, you are giving up a lot of that long-range pressure. Never mind, this fight is still going. Let me shut up about metagaming stuff for a second. Kappa is going to find his way out. Kind of, he's on the side angle, forces the recall. Gonna have to slash out again though. Azo's dropping on him. Looks for the pylon. Azo, you should have turned around! He's gonna he's gonna live out. The wave is good. Zach on the side angle with Unknown, looking for something. A nice shot onto the Torb, gonna force him back, but the turret is there. Unknown can't look deeper. Unknown is out from Billy, but he's deep peeking in it, not gonna find anything. Pulses out, goes wide, looks for fake Jake, can't find it though. The Torb is... what do I call this? I don't know. The Torb vault is out. I don't wanna say the thing. I don't want to say that on stream. I don't want to say the thing that I normally call that ult on stream. So, what's it actually called? Molten Core. I'm just gonna call it Core. Okay, Core comes out. I don't think it really did much, but I mean, does it ever? Stun from Monk available here, but STD have 3 ults of their own. Looking for the pulse bomb is unknown. Never mind, he's fighting a Tracer. PvE is out. He's just walking up his STB. I just cut. Oh my god, this is hard. Sorry. Okay, Azo on this top angle drops to half HP, drops dangerously low. Gonna have to give up that top angle. Kappa marks him up very nicely. As Unknown's still behind fighting this Tracer. He's on high ground now. He's looking for something. He's looking for an opening. His team walking up from the bottom. There comes Frank's Tidal Blast. Looks for the stun. The Suzu is nice though. The pulse goes wide. Azo on this point, the sun is out now, dangerous. The cage blocks the sun. But a nice hit onto Grank, looks desperately to try and finish this. Grank's slippery. He's slipping away! He slipped out of it! Oh, the sun is completely useless. Sun crying emoji. But Azo's gonna fall either way. The Torb on that angle with his E available is just gonna completely shut that down. 20 seconds on the clock for STD now. Unknown, the only one alive, desperately trying to get out, but is gonna make it out because he manages to gap fake Jake just before. He needs this touch. I don't think anyone else on his team can get it. He's desperately looking for a triple blink on. Never mind, he's just gonna walk under here, but the has wall! He forgot! He forgot about the has wall! Oh, Unknown, what are you doing? What are you doing? They have has! Why would you sit in the... oh, I'm gonna... Unbiased caster. Yeah. I mean, unfortunate, really. Forgot that the hazard has the button that can prevent the doorway. It isn't gonna find that touch. And that's gonna be a very short push for STD. They're gonna need to full holder if they want to stay alive in this series. Anyway, as I was saying before, and then a fight was still going on, and I interrupted myself, I actually really like the Tor
Ready
pick,
for battle.
to be honest. You lose a lot of that long-range pressure, but you just have another thing to mark out Unknown. It makes Unknown really... It makes his life really difficult. It makes it really hard for him to play the game. Because obviously he's got this Tracer, also looking to mark him out, but he has a lot less places he can go, because if that Torp turret is shooting him in the back the whole time, he's gonna die. High-level analysis, I know, right? Yeah, I actually like that for the defense. Obviously not sticking it for the attack, because Orb sucks on attack. So I do like this. We're over to the Emery now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Which obviously is going to mean Billy doesn't have things as open as before, where he didn't really have any other hit scan shit back, and now he does. Azo's going to find Monk pretty quickly though. A nice pick from the tank player. Azo looking in. Okay, looks to just mark the car right now. Don't know where Unknown is. Unknown's dropping back. Okay. I thought he recalled, he didn't. He still has that up. He can go and contest if he needs to. LQ and Monk are over to the Fury Lucio on the attack now. Obviously looking for that speed. Monk gets absolutely jumped on again. Isn't going to find the kill though. He manages to get out. Azo drops dangerously low, but he has the jump to make it out as well. Heart is already under though. One fight territory for Redline. STD can't afford to lose another fight. Or any fight. No fight has really happened yet. They can't afford to lose a fight now. They've let the cart push under, which is not good for them. And it's really bad for them. They're 5-manning this side room, and they've all fallen. That's the wrong button. It is just Unknown and Zack left alive. Unknown has to look for something with this pulse. He finally sticks one. Unfortunately, it's onto the Kiriko with a Suzu. And there's going to be no touch. And that's going to be a very fast series, unfortunately, to Redline. Wait, I'm supposed to be unbiased. It goes, to Redline. I'm not a biased caster, what? Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. There was some really wacky comps. Well, maybe not wacky. I think they actually made sense. The comps made sense from Redline. They clearly knew what they were doing. I actually really liked that, to be honest. I really liked some of their comps. The double fire comp. I mean, come on, guys. What's my name? Of course I'm gonna like that comp. I did actually really like the Torb pick. That was a really actually interesting pick. I think you do genuinely lose a lot of pressure, but if you're able to just like that second part of first is just so closed in that it just works out so well for you. I don't think you really need the hit scan until third, if I'm honest. I think you can get away with the Torb in first and second pretty well. Because there's just so much space that you can just control with that Torp turret. But yeah, I imagine we're probably not going to get an interview because they just lost 3-0. And also, I'm very alone. So, yeah. Let's see what chat's saying. Audio scuffed. How did I break the audio? How do I fix the audio? I mean, I don't really need to, it's already over, I don't really need to fix the audio, but... It seems fine for me. I don't know. I'll assume it fixed itself. I don't know what would have caused it to break. I'm just gonna blame my internet, as I always do. Yeah, I think that's probably it for me. Very unfortunate series. But Redline, are they top? Is that top team? Let me take a sniff of this real quick. Right. Regular season standings. Expert. Okay, that is the second top team. So yeah, not an easy opponent. Definitely not an easy opponent. So yeah, unfortunate, but it happens. Ugh. Yeah. Okay. I don't really know what else is to do, so. That's probably gonna be it from me. Yeah. I guess thanks for watching, guys. Next stream is on Wednesday. I don't know if I'll be the one casting it, but presumably someone from STD will be. So, yeah. Watch out for that game, guys. See y'all on Wednesday, or someone will see you on Wednesday, I assume. Where hopefully STD pick up a win, because it's been quite a few games now.